Another edition of Awesomecalls Trading.com. Janny, JT, B Trades, Raphael. I mean, we have just a slew of some of the top traders in the world that are in here. Adam, Fire, you know, Raphael. I mean, the list goes on. And we have new traders, that are just coming, and then they're just coming up. And plus, we have what 14, 15 chat rooms that came from our room in the last 2 years. So I mean, we're it. I mean, I think we're probably outside of Sykes. I mean, Sykes has put together probably what a dozen penny stock gurus, gurus, or whatever you call them that size in 700,000 shares on 10 cents. So many came from him. So I have to give him props. But my style of trading is totally different. Mine is what is Awesome Calls? Awesome Calls is just it's if you're a day trader or you think you're a day trader and you come in here, you're at a whole nother level. Because when you walk away from here after a year or two, you are a fucking leader. You can walk in any chat room anytime you want and run circles around the people in there. Because this is it's pure knowledge. It's like education like you've never seen. It's next step level. It's have you ever, when you started day trading, what's the first thing you observe in day trading? What's the very first thing you observe? What's the first thing? What's the first thing? You know what was first thing for me? I saw lines. I saw up, I saw down. The next step you learn is if you know the stock is going to go down, you make money while it's going down. If you know the stock is going to go up, you make money while it's going up. So those lines are how you make a living. But when you look at them, you're thinking, I wonder what made that go up. I wonder what made that go down. I wonder when it was a good time to buy. I wonder what, man, I wish I could go back and buy that. Boy, I wish I could have been in that stock. You want to see a stock, for instance? Imagine this stock. Ready? Look at this one. Now imagine coming in a chat room and looking at a stock like ADSK. Imagine and thinking to yourself, if you're a baller or you have 500 shares or you have 1,000 shares or you have 5,000 shares you can deal, or you even have 100 shares or 50 shares or 25 shares. I don't give a shit. But imagine being in a chat room where the main guy who's gone through like hell and back as a day trader is now a leader. Okay? Now imagine being around a true professional that tells you where to buy the stock. And then you actually execute the trade, and then you just sit back and you wait for you to get paid. Now imagine that. Imagine being in a room. And then imagine the same trader taking the time to explain why the stock even did what it did. So not only is he telling you where to enter, he's telling you where to exit. He tells you where the stock's going to go. He tells you why, and he tells you your entry. And you want to see it? Let's just take ADSK. Ready? ADSK. Now this stock got hurt on earnings. All right? It's gapping down 18 points. All right? I said to everyone, I would like to see a quick pop at the open to 137. And then I want to see it dump. If it dumps, you need to be a buyer at $130 a share. If it comes down to 128, I don't care. You need to be a buyer at 130. I also made a note that the CEO is coming up on CNBC. I also made a note this will squeeze. I also made a note the stock will go up 6 points. I gave you every reason for this stock to make a move. And when you come into day trading for the first time, or you're looking at these charts and going, wow, you can make money just on the movement of a stock. Yes. Whether it's up or down, you make money. Okay? And so by making money, all right, so now all you need to do is have the direction and the know-how and be around a trader that can do this all day long. All right? And here we are, ADSK. Ding, 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 ding. What did I say the stock would do? Stock would come down to 130. There's 130. All you have to do is long the stock. Look at the stock now, 141. Stock was going to rebound 6 points, yes, but the CEO got on CNBC and he rocked it all the way back up. Why did I think it hit 130? Well, that's secret sauce. I'm not going to tell you, but the chat room knows why. I showed a very insightful process how I determined it would stop at 130 today. And look at it now. This is a 11, almost 12-point day trade. And the reason why we are the best chat room in the world, because even if you missed a trade in the morning or missed a trade in the afternoon or missed a trade late in the afternoon, it doesn't matter when you come in. You could still have an opportunity to make money on the trade because there's so much range. No other chat room on the planet was playing this unless you came from our room. And if they did, go through their notes. All they did was change it by about 10 cents or 20 cents. Most of them are just, because what they do is they just sit in here. They wait for the morning notes. They got me on mic. They're listening to what I'm saying. They're reading because they've been trained by me. And then they go back in their room and they go, okay, this is what we're going to do. It's the only way they can keep you that are not in this room happy because they're kids. They're children. They're still learning the game. In here, we're the game. See, what we do in Awesome Calls is we play chess every day. And we always win at the end of the day because we already know the next move. We already know their move. We got that shit down. So we're the ones playing them. And that's what Awesome Calls is built on. Knowing the move before the move. You want to see another one? Oh, that stock is too expensive. I can't do that stock. I don't have enough funds. Okay, stop crying. Stop whining. And I'll show you what you could have done. How about DPW? Okay, this stock was pure garbage. It was gapping up on garbage. What's garbage? The headline told me. So what did I tell everyone in the chat room? Scale in short. Get as much as you can and just be patient. The stock will collapse. Oh, and did I tell you I made it the #1 pick in the chat room right here? And I also said top short idea for stupidity. It got this top short alert because it was stupid. And I also told you scale in short and take it down to 310. You see that? You see what kind of chat room you're in? Now, I'm not selling you a platform here to go over to this platform and do 7,000 trades and 8,000 clicks and look at a hanging fruit or some oranges, okay, or a tree leaf, all right? Or I'm not trying to draw fingers in between. It's just a simple short. The news tells you to short the stock. The news tells you it's not worth more than the gap. All you have to do is short the stock to 310 and under, and you're done. If you didn't have much money, 1,000 shares is 5,000 buying power. 500 shares is 2,500 buying power. 250 shares is whatever. You still could have made $400 on this trade. Another one we did like this was MOV. Now, MOV had really terrible earnings. Okay. But on that, I have the stock going to $22 a share. The reason is because the stock got overly sold off. Based on the earnings report that I read, I wanted you to long pretty much the open, give it room to 1750, and once it started to make its move, the stock would go all the way up to $22 a share. If you don't believe me, it says it right there, $22 a share. And if it dropped to 1750, no problem. The minute it goes through 20, $22 a share. Another one we did today was another earnings play. Okay, again, this is all about knowing the news before the news. PAC, they had a big earning miss. This stock will get hurt today. Before it gets hurt today, let's get a quick pop at the open to 25. When it hits 25, the stock will sell off all day to $20 and under. In my opinion, this stock is not more worth than $20. So now, all you have to do is wait for the stock. PAHC. PAHC. AHC. And here you go. Ding, 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 ding. Here's your short. There's the pop at the open. See the pop? Now, you could have played it on the long side since it hit 22 and pop. But most of my short sellers are swinging for the pop. We were trying to get as close as we could to 25 a share. Scale in. It did top off clearly at 24.50 area. And we told everyone to be patient. Once it breaks through this flag of 23.60, it was going to collapse. And it collapsed. Should still go lower. Absolutely a beautiful trade. Want to see another one? I'll show you another one. DY. Look at DY today. Just an absolute stunner today. We were talking about this in the chat room. And to make a note, the great Palmer, a moderator, part-time moderator who does these wonderful webinars every night for all of you, he killed it on this trade, and he did magnificent on it. I think in 30 seconds, Palmer made, I'll show you his screenshot right here. And I think it was in 30 seconds, he made over $400. Here you go. It's the DY trade. He made over $402.60. Extremely transparent trader. Great leader in the room. Very humble. Always pays it forward. Told everyone what he was doing. And what he did is he did what I did. He read the report. See, what you don't understand about day trading stocks, all these movements, there's a reason behind each move. And so what we do every day is we define the reason why the stock's going to make a move. So we made it very clear to everyone in the room this morning that this stock was going to pull at the open to $40 a share. When it hits 40, we wanted everyone to long the stock and go to 45 a share. So you come over here, you look, there's DY, and here we go. Ding, 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 ding. There's your $40 a share. Ding, 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 ding. And there's your $45 a share. So you could have made money on the short side of 3.5. It made 5 points to the upside. An 8-point trade. Dictated, written out, and told you step by step what the trade was going to do. Okay. Another one that we did today was Vive. Now this one was crazy. This one just had a mind of its own. Sometimes you get these. Now, I had it short going into the stock around 170, I believe. I wanted this to hit the 170 range, scale in short, and take it down to 164. But in the conference, the CFO and in the report acknowledged that he is leaving the company. And so there was a lot more profit taking. What I liked about this idea was the fact that I went long down here. I started in at 156, and I just kept adding, and I had a really nice average. I had 156.90, and I ended up with 156, I think it was 156.40, and it didn't take much for me to get paid. It was just a beautiful day trade, and I sold up here at around 158 live in the chat room. I was adamant I wanted 158, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And when I got back in the room, I guided traders off of this break here of 162 to come back to 166. In the end, this stock should have never sold off the way it does, but sometimes they do. But we also know how to attack the stock. We went in there with a vengeance, and it was beautiful. It paid very well today. And I'll leave you one last one. Which one do I want to leave you with? I like TDD. Oh, it's kind of my fun stock. This one was all about just getting in. All you had to do was just get in the trade. This one I felt was going to, see, the market was pulling this morning. And TDD, I love it because it has range. So this morning, I said, listen, if this hits 240 levels, get in there and take the stock. Anything with the 240 in front of it and give it room to 238. The stock is going to go to 248 today. It's hands down 248 stock. I got it. I got you. At the minimum, you're going to fill the gap to 246. But if this pulls at the open to 240 range, you don't do any, you don't even need to ever day trade a day in your life. Just come in here and just wait. Okay, he says 240. I got 25 shares. I got 50 shares. I got 100 shares. Ready to go. If you tell me I'm going to make 6 points on this trade, fuck yeah, I'll buy it with you. Guess what happened? Ding, 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 ding. You ready? TDD. $240.50. And you're damn right I took the trade. Gave my entry and my exits. I said it would go to 248. There's 248. And it ended up at 250. So just these trades alone, I mean, probably represent 50, 60 points. And so in this room, you could have got one or two of them at least, or three of them, or five of them, or six of them. It doesn't really matter. And every single day we do this. We do it as a group, as a family. You know, we had 5 new subscribers last night come in, actually 6, you know. But once you understand step by step what we do, and one last thing, I got to show you this one. This one beat up a lot of traders today. But in the end, this is coming down. And the way I wrote this up this morning on LSCI, I don't know what your rooms did, but in here it was simple. Short the stock at 850, add it on any pop to 9. It won't go through that. Typically, it sells off their earnings. Watch for a break. Stock will come down. In my opinion, this will come back down to $7 and under. Sorry it didn't happen today, but if you followed my notes on LCI, I'll represent this one tomorrow on a chart. Once it hits that 7, LCI, short at 850, give it room to 9, and then take it down to 7 area and under. Okay? Those are my thoughts. So let's see tomorrow if it hits it. But for now, it was a great, great trade. If you had followed it to a T, 850, room to 9, had an average, pull it, you already, in the first few minutes, if you had done what I said, you already had scored down to $7.97 off of 850, which was right here. Anyway, let's look at it tomorrow. I'll remind you. All right, so that is today's webinar. I want to thank you so much for spending the last 18 minutes with us. I love you all, and I look forward to trading with you tomorrow. And just remember, before I do my webinars, I spend 30 to 35 minutes really trying to help traders see what I see and why I see. And that's what's so special about this room, is the ability to do that, is to help every trader become great. All right. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.